Beating Pokemon White and Black with no experience was certainly hard, so I feel it's time to bring it back to basics with a challenge that I actually recorded a few good months ago. It's back to Gen 1 and again this time Pokemon Yellow is getting its debut. This game is based around on the anime, but I won't be doing it with Pikachu. Oh no, I'll be doing it with just a Dratini. As usual, there are rules I must follow, and these are: I can only use a Dratini in battle, no items in battle can be used, I cannot pass level 70 because this will make the challenge far too easy, no trades and no glitches. I start the game as HBT and I decide to call my rival Wanker. Look, I know he's not a wanker, but I did this file a while ago, so just leave me alone. I go and head out on the wild grass where we're attacked by a wild Dratini. What are the chances of that on Route 1? Professor Oak catches it in one ball. No chance, Dratini has such a low capture rate. We go to the lab where I go and take the one on the table, but Wanker gets annoyed and then takes the Eevee. I then get given the Dratini and I decide to call it Spermface. Adequate name. Spermface then goes on one-on-one with Eevee, and I wrap my sperm all over its Eevee, and oh yes, the wrap glitch is in my favour. To sum it up, when I use wrap, the move stays in effect and the opponent can't attack until the wrap stops. This is how you would win very cheaply using the Dragonite back in the old red and blue VGC days. I arrive in Meridian to go take out the Wanker again, thinking this is going to be quite easy. Spearo's first and wrap misses, which means I lose a lot of health and Eevee is able to wipe me straight out. I tried again and I got rid of Spearow easily enough, and because I'm faster than Eevee I can just keep going first, although I'm barely hitting the thing because of Sand Attack. Eventually I do get rid of it and learn Thunder Wave. I'm already becoming a huge arsehole and I'm only level 10. I rip through the Viridian Forest with ease and walk into Brock's gym. I honestly didn't know how this was going to go, but as I suspected I'd be faster than his Pokemon, and I was. I used Leer twice and then start wrapping his Geodude. The thing couldn't hit me and all I needed was for Wrap not to miss. I did get one miss, but I was still able to get rid of it. And now it was the Onix, and it uses Bind? A cheeky bastard, this is cheating. I'm not happy with this as he knocks me out. I went back at level 15 and this time I was faster. I used 3 Leers and then started wrapping. It took a long time, but eventually I got the win and the first badge was mine. We made our way east and started slaughtering anything in our path and reached Mount Moon. I meet the fossil guy and I'm already level 20 at this point, and I suppose I should say, which fossil do you think I took for the sake of the YouTube algorithm gods? As I try to leave, we meet with Jesse and James, who fresh from their failures can have come to thwart me and my plans. I love how they're just called Rocket in this game, like just put Jesse and James, is that too much for the coding? They first send out Ekans and it falls in seconds. Meowth is faster but also falls, and Koffing can't do anything to save the day. They then blast off at the speed of light, which is impossible, but whatever. Cerulean was next for the sperm to enter and it was time for Misty. Her water attacks wouldn't be very effective against my dragon. Dragon. Staryu was first, so I paralysed it and then wrapped it to death. Next was the almighty Starmie, and we knew what was coming, but I was ready for it, and it was wrap time, and it went down. Bye bye killer. I got given the TM for Bubble Beam, and now I finally have a move that I can use other than wrap. Don't worry everyone, this video is not just going to be wrap. It was time for the Wanker, and with Bubble Beam equipped, it just ripped him apart. God, it's so refreshing to use something else, although I couldn't help but use one wrap. So Spermface went on his way and splattered all the trainers on his way to go meet Bill. I did meet Bill and then he asked me to go run the machine, and I just fucked off and ran. Look, I'm not trusting a Nidorino that talks, but sadly I gave in to my morals and helped the dick, but only to get my boat tickets. We beat everyone on board and fight the Wanker again. With me being level 31 and now having Body Slam, this is a piece of piss. Body Slam really was their shit back then. We get cut off the sex offender captain, which allows us access to Lieutenant Surge. Now, considering a lot of this has been pretty easy, this fight was not going to be the case. He only has one Pokemon and it's a level 28 Raichu, my favourite. It is faster than me and Mega Kick takes over half of my health. I Body Slam it and paralyse it. I think this battle is won with one more Body Slam, but it doesn't kill it, and then I get so lucky because it gets paralysed. This could have been a right ball ache and I get a Thunderbolt from my troubles. With this done, I head towards the shit tunnel and go in blind. Fuck, I hate this place. Whoever built this tunnel will be forever on my list to leave dog shit outside the house. We exit and head west, flopping around anything that will help us get our experience up. Nothing can stop me now and I'm effectively a god. I go knock around Erica's house and she binds me the cheating witch. I get annoyed by this and did it back. It's not so funny now, is it? I wrapped it so much it fainted. Weeping Bell couldn't survive 2 body slams and Gloom got the wrap treatment as well. Why did they make a team weaker? Bad design choice. Bad. Either way, 4 badges done. Next we go say hello to Team Rocket and start to slam all over them, and at level 40 I picked up Dragon Rage, which is a solid move at this point in the game. One by one, the Rockets fell to Spermface until we met with Jesse and James again. Remember when I struggled with this fight in the Magikarp video? Yeah, not the case here, they were easy. Sorry Team Rocket. I then meet with what can only be described as a Jared Leto version of the Joker. Look at him! It really is Jared Leto's Joker. This was very easy. Bubble Beam, and Body Slam. Done! On to Lavender Town, where we told the wanker where to go, but before that we have to get rid of his Fearow, his Shellder, his Vulpix, and his Eevee. I even think Blue put up more of a challenge than he does. We climbed the tower, and this again was very easy due to the moves we had. I saved Cubone's mother from damnation, and then Jessie and James come to fight again. Regardless, Meowth is absolutely nothing to me. Ooh, someone has an Arbok, but it doesn't really matter because that goes as well. Weezing is also here, and it doesn't matter either. We save Mr. Fuji and get my flute. I get rid of the Snorlax with ease, and my Sperm monster wants to splat on Team Rocket again, so it was onto the Silph. As you can imagine, this was an absolute piece of piss. They had nothing that posed me any problems to my little Sperm Dragon. We get to the wanker again. God, it's amazing how quick you can get through this game, isn't it? His Sandslash goes down in 2. His now Ninetales takes 3 Bubble Beams, which I was quite impressed with. But then, oh then, Cloyster came out and used Aurora Beam on me, and oh, come on! It killed a little Sperm. This had to be a fluke, so I tried again. Oh, dead. So I had one option. Time to wrap. And wrap I did. And I did this until it was in Dragon Rage range. Kadabra posed no threat, and his Eevee had become a Jolteon and was quickly dealt with. This worried me for what the Elite Four may look like later for our little Sperm face. With that bullshit out the way, I needed to destroy something. Luckily, Jessie and James provided that, and their team fell in absolute seconds. We get to old Geomate again, who has changed his team just slightly. First there was a Nidorino, which went down easily enough. Next was Persian, which was actually a threat in Generation 1, but not in this match. Rhyhorn went down in 1, obviously. Finally it was Nidoqueen, which took 3 Bubble Beams to fall. I then go after Sabrina and her Psychics. First up was Abra. Oh, come on. Oh, hang on, it's level 50. Oh, bugger. Still, it went down in 1. Kadabra, after that battle, left me with 4 HP, and I knew there was no chance I was going to beat Alakazam. However, I kept trying despite all the losses. All I knew, I needed one thing to happen. For Body Slam to cause paralysis, and it finally did. Next turn, and it was all over. Well done, Spermface. There wasn't much left to do now apart from beat up as many people as I could for experience, so it was on to Fuchsia to fight the next gym leader on our adventures, and it was Koga. He sent out the Butterfree Prevolution Venonat, which offers nothing before getting a poison in. He then sent in, another Venonat, which is gotten rid of, and then he sends in, fuck off, another one. Well, I get rid of that too. And finally it's Venomoth, but due to all the cumulative damage, I'm taken out. I get to Venomoth, but this time I have far more health, but it hits me with a critical Psybeam, and with the poison damage it kills me. Third time round, Venomoth only uses Leech Life and X Attack, which make it easy pickings for me. Stupid AI. We get Surf and Strength and headed south from Pallet Town. This is so I don't have to do any slippy slidey bollocks. We get the secret key and headed to Blaine's gym, and I was hoping this would be quite easy as Fire really doesn't like dragons. He uses Ninetales, which start with Confused Ray, and I forgot his Ninetales takes Bubble Beam like a champ. It takes 4 Bubble Beams to get it down. Rapidash comes out and is also a monster to get out of the way, but down it goes, and next is a mighty Arcanine. I thought I had him beat, but I'm taken down by Takedown. This takes a few attempts because his Pokemon can hit hard with their non-fire attacks. I finally get to Arcanine again and luckily lower its speed, and then for some reason it goes for a second Reflect when it could have killed me. Due to stupid AI, I'm able to get the win. This is another battle where if the AI was smart, then I would have been in so much trouble. We go to Viridian City to go face old Geomate for one last time, and this time he really isn't messing around. He starts off with Dugtrio, which is a very high attack, and uses 5 sand attacks to effectively end the battle as I couldn't hit the thing. Next time I did get through it and the Persian, but had been screeched a few times, so I knew I was in trouble. This meant Nidoqueen was just able to wipe me out. This was becoming one of the hardest battles so far because both Dugtrio and Persian hit hard, and due to the speed bollocks of Gen 1, Persian's slashes were always a critical hit. I decided to go get the remaining candies and had to teach my Dratini Surf, which I really should have done for the Blaine fight. Dugtrio went down in 1, Persian uses stupid AI to get itself killed, Nidoqueen was wrapped until Surf could finish it off, Nidoking, what did they do to you? Your red and blue sprite was amazing. Sorry, it only took 2 hits to get rid of it. Finally it was on to Raiden, and 1 Surf was all it took. Again, this is a story of shit AI. Persian Slash was practically killing me, and because it didn't use it here, allowed me to get the win. I suppose a win's a win. We then go face Wanker one more time before the Elite Four, and I teach Spermface Thunderbolt instead of Dragon Range to give me more coverage and something for Cloyster. His Sandslash went down in 1, Execute seeded my Spermface, hey that's my job you bastard. Ninetales was surfed in 2, Cloyster, the bitch Cloyster, was nearly taking out 1 Thunderbolt and nearly finished me. I then get unlucky because I managed to remove the Kadabra in 1 and did half to Jolteon, which then meant the Leech Seed activated and finished me off. The first time I lose is because of Execute using Poison on me and Leech Seed and me hitting myself. Third time, however, no such problems as I had plenty of health spare to get the win. I move on from the Crybaby and go through Victory Road bollocks to arrive at my final destination, the Elite Four. The Professor Oaks glitch is not in this game, so these are the final battles in the challenge. If you have no idea what I'm on about, please watch the videos of Squirtle and Zubat and you'll see for yourself. Right, here we go, the final 5. First up is Lorelei, who has a bunch of ice bastards, which means this could be a right bitch. First up is Dugong, so I Thunderbolt the thing and get it paralysed, which is extremely lucky. A second Thunderbolt is then all it takes. Next is Cloyster, and I can't kill it, but it kills me with a critical Ice Beam. Second time it still hits me with an Ice Beam, but nearly finishes me off. Slowbro is next, and Thunderbolt can only do half damage to it, but with it only using Amnesia, it meant I can get the win. Mrs. Popo arrives and is faster than me and just wipes me out with an Ice Punch. After a few attempts, I get to Mrs. Popo again with full health, and she nearly does 2/3 with an Ice Punch. I managed to remove it with 2 body slams, but Lapras is still to go. And when it comes out, I feel I just have to wrap it to win, but as soon as I miss, Blizzard destroys me. I decide to level up to 65, being mindful that I cannot go past level 70. Even with the extra levels, it didn't make this fight easy at all. I did manage to get to Lapras again, this time using the mighty Wrap until it was safe to use Thunderbolt, and finally it was down. Up next was Bruno, and considering the pain Lorelei was, this was an absolute joke. Onix went down in one surf, Hitmonchan needed an extra body slam, as did Hitmonlee. His second Onix went down in one, and Matchup went down with little resistance. Only 3 more to go, my little sperm face. Next was Oaken Drag, and I wasn't sure how this was going to go, as I couldn't use Wrap or Body Slam against her ghosts. Her first Gengar had annoying moves such as Confuse Ray and Substitute to waste my PP, but I did get rid of it with my health intact. Golbat was still as crap as ever and went down in one. And to continue the annoying moves, Haunter had Hypnosis and Dream Eater and Lick, but fall it did. Arbok slithered in and was sorted out with Body Slam, and finally it was onto her second Gengar, and due to annoying moves bollocks, I actually finished myself off. After a few attempts, she changed her order and sent out the Gengar before Arbok. I got lucky with a missed Hypnosis, which helped me get the win, and with what little health I had left, I wrapped my little sperm face off to get the win. Next, it was off to fight my own kin, the Dragons of Lance. If this was Gen 4 remakes, this would be extremely hard, as the Dragon moves would wipe me out in one, but Dragons were really underwhelming in Gen 1. Here we go. He first sends out Gyarados and one Thunderbolt gets rid of it. Next was Dragonair, and I used Wrap on it before he could use Wrap on me until I could clear it up with Body Slam. The second Dragonair came out and got the same treatment. Aerodactyl was able to use Fly on me, but one Surf finished it. Finally it was Dragonite, but I missed the Wrap, allowing Blizzard to kill me. It actually only took me 2 more attempts to get back to Dragonite, but this time I'd given myself Blizzard and I one-shotted the monster. It was now time for the last battle of this challenge, the Wanker. I could not level up anymore because if I started the Elite Four again, I would no doubt go past level 70, so this was it. I healed myself up and made my way in. As expected, the Wanker goads me to fight me, and here we go. Slanslash goes down straight away, and I'm able to get rid of the Alakazam pretty easily. I kept missing the Wrap on Exeggutor, which meant I lost a chunk of health. After a few more misses, I lost the battle. I lost again to Alakazam and decided to get rid of Blizzard for Thunder Wave, hoping for RNGesus to come save me. This plan did work as it allowed me to get past the Exeggutor and onto Cloyster, but once again I missed the Wrap, which led to my defeat. After a few more attempts, I got past the Cloyster with a critical hit and it was onto Ninetales. I decided to use Thunder Wave, which was the right call due to its speed, and I got lucky with the paralysis, and it was onto the final Pokemon Jolteon, and I had full health. I used Thunder Wave, which worked on electric Pokemon in Gen 1, and started wrapping. I got it down to one last attack, and then the Wanker used a full restore. I'd now ran out of Wrap PP, and that was out the window. I was so close to ending it, but then it got a critical quick attack which finished me. After this, it took me a long time to get back to Jolteon, due to how many things needed to go right for me. This definitely was the hardest fight in the entire challenge. After so many attempts, it was Sperm Face against Jolteon. I managed to use the final Wrap on it and finished it with 9 HP remaining. It was done, my Sperm Face had beaten the Elite Four, and as a reward, I let it evolve into the beautiful Dragonair, and we celebrate her entry into the Elite Four. This challenge was a lot of fun, but only a short one, and I hope you all enjoyed it. In 3 weeks' time, I'll be revisiting a past hell, where I'll be looking to see if I can Nuzlocke Pokemon Emerald Kaizo. And until then, I've been HBT, and this has been my beautiful Sperm Face. Bye bye.